Well, some of humankind's most significant discoveries have happened by accident. Penicillin, for instance.
Yeah, well, today San Francisco State announced another unexpected finding. ABC 7's Wayne Friedman reports on why honeybees are leaving their hives.
If Dr. John Heffernick is any indication, never take the observational prowess of a scientist for granted, even on a route he walks almost every day.
You're always looking, you're always thinking about what's going on.
For instance, that morning 2 years ago when he first noticed a mystery outside Hensel Hall on the San Francisco State campus.
I see dead bees, and bees that are walking around in circles like they don't know what's going on.
He knew they came from a hive down below, and also that in the cold weather they should have remained inside. But there were dozens of dead bees, then as now, and the dying ones wandered aimlessly in a very un-honeybee-like way.
Kind of zombie-like, I'd say.
Being the curious sort, Dr. Heffernick scooped a few bees, carried them upstairs, brought them to his office, and, well, filed them on his desk.
One of the great things about science is serendipity.
Well, he left those bees in a vial on his desk for about a week, didn't pay any attention to them at all. Then he looked again. There weren't just bees in there anymore.
Looked at it, there are all these little brown pupae in it.
That is when the doctor knew he'd made an accidental discovery.
These were indicated that there was a fly coming out of these bees, out of honeybees.
Is that unusual?
It's unknown.
Until 2006, no one had heard of colony collapse disorder either. It remains unexplained, a threat to honeybees worldwide and especially in the United States.
Basically, beekeepers would come back to their hives and they'd be gone. All the bees would be gone.
Could there be a link? Dr. Heffernick and his students went to work collecting DNA from the maggots as they emerged. They identified one specific species of forage fly. And then, after examining the dead bees, another surprise.
Well, discovered that basically there was nothing left inside the bee.
The cycle begins once a fertile fly finds a bee and uses an appendage called the ovipositor to penetrate the body and lay eggs, which eventually hatch inside as maggots. Lots of maggots, according to the research team.
The record is 25 maggots out of a single bee.
They eat them from the inside out.
Eventually, those maggots pop out between the head and the thorax. You're watching nature here in all of its gory glory.
It's kind of a bee's worst nightmare.
And now the big question, could this be the source of colony collapse disorder? It does create the symptoms.
It's a possibility, certainly could be part of the answer at any rate.
You're being modest.
Being careful.
And all that from a professor being observant on a routine morning walk. At San Francisco State University, Wayne Friedman, ABC 7 News.